What is up, everybody? Today is January 20th, 2023. I have to get used to saying 2023 instead of 2022, and it's not Halloween. Now, before I get into this review, I want to say, check out Frank Hates You, linked in the description below. It's a short slasher film. It plays for like 35 minutes, and it's really weird. It's pretty fucking weird, okay? But you like weird, right? You like weird horror, right? Check out Frank Hates You, linked in the description below. Let's continue. Today's movie is Tourist Trap from 1979. Oh, by the way, no spoilers. No spoilers here. Stranded teenagers fall victim to a weird telekinetic killer that has an obsession with dolls and mannequins. Alright, now let's get to the fucking facts, shall we? The film received a PG rating despite having disturbing subject matter and violent death scenes. The rating system was different back then. Well, that makes sense. I guess. The production company dubbed Plasterface. Charles Band was also involved in this movie. In his book, Dance Macabre, or Macabre, however you want to pronounce it, Stephen King praises this movie. David Schmoller would later work with Charles Band for movies like Puppet Master and Netherworld. The original script did not have any telekinesis in it. David Schmoller made a film previously about a blind man who falls in love with a strange female mannequin who is also dangerous. The film I'm talking about, by the way, is called The Spider Will Kill You. It's from 1976. It's kind of different, but at the same time, it's kind of similar. Wait, what if it's a loose remake? What if Tourist Trap is a loose remake of it? What? Oh, look at me. Different shirt. It's January 23rd. Let's continue. Do I give Tourist Trap an A for being awesome, B for being good, C for okay, D for bad, or F for terrible? Flat out fucking terrible. I'm gonna give Tourist Trap an A. This is a really good movie. I like the idea of a telekinetic killer and his obsession with mannequins and such. Also, girls who are so pretty. I'm trying to talk like the killer, so. There is literally nothing about this movie that I dislike. It's a creepy movie with some dude who has telekinetic powers and mannequins that sing and laugh hysterically. It's fucking weird. It has a unique premise and deserves all your time for it to be viewed. This is one of the strangest movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It's also sad in a way. I don't want to go in further details about this movie because it's that good. Now, some people have called this a supernatural slasher, and I kind of see why, I guess. I don't necessarily think it's a true slasher because it's not like Halloween from 1978, and not all slashers have to be like Halloween, but since this is the early days of slasher movies, or at least it came out during the slasher movie era, well, kinda. It's kind of hard to explain. It's basically from 1979, which is after Halloween. This is what I call the proto-slasher effect. Tourist Trap sort of has the slasher movie tropes, but it's too different, and it's still stuck in the past. It's still 1979, and most slasher films are still in production, like Prom Night, Terror Train, even Friday the 13th. And most of those films were inspired by Halloween. Tourist Trap is not. But some of these slashers seem to have, they're living in the past because they don't follow rules all the way. They're not full-blooded slashers. It's kind of like carcinization. It's basically like crustaceans that evolve into crab-like creatures but are false crabs but look like crabs. And then there's decarcinization, where crabs evolve into something that does not look all crabby. Put that in the perspective of slasher films,
and proto-slashers, some movies want to be like slashers, but aren't true slashers. Some slashers want to be completely different. They don't want to be slashers. Tourist Trap is not a true slasher film. Not even a supernatural slasher. I'm sorry, it's not a supernatural slasher. I'm sorry. I hurt your fucking feelings because I'm not classifying it as a fucking slasher. A sliggity slasher. It's got a similar style as Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but with a twist. A supernatural twist. I think I changed the topic a bit too much. Tourist Trap is an amazing movie. I highly recommend it.